What is going on, guys? It is your boy Asho Speed, and today we have another CSR2 video. This time I want to talk about the new feature known as Showdown. So a little backstory about Showdown. This just came out in CSR2 update 2.6. It's been here for a little bit, 2.6, 2.6.1, 0.2, so on and so forth. There's been 2 betas for the Showdown, and then now there's a main Showdown where the prize is the Drago Viola. Out of everybody that is entering and competing in the Showdown, you must have a Zonda for this. We're going to talk about 3 pros and 3 cons about the new Showdown. Stay tuned.
Number 1.
In Showdown, it is a automatic matchmaking system. Now this is amazing because it differs from live racing greatly. What I've always hated about live racing is that most of the time it's just a simple chore. Most of the time you have to swap with other racers because if you have a really good tune on your car, the facts are you're gonna get bumped to another lobby that's unfair, and then you don't have a fighting chance to beat people in that next lobby that you just got bumped to unless you retune your car. So for that fact, most people are forced to just swap unless you're in the max lobby. And another thing about live racing is that the connection is terrible. After all these updates, the connection is always terrible. There's only a few people that I can always connect to and go to swap people, but other than that, it always drops connection. People challenge me, their connection drops. When I try to challenge them, they accept, and then for some reason their connection drops. But in Showdown, I've only had 2 disconnects out of all the races I've had, and it hasn't been much of an issue. It's pretty straightforward, fast, and easy. The only thing slow about the matchmaking system in Showdown is that if the racer you're racing is much slower than the car that you have, you just have to wait for him to cross the line and the race is then over. But I don't think that's much of a problem. Showdown is pretty amazing. I hope they keep Showdown often. They do it often because I like it much better than live racing. It makes the game a little bit more fun, in my personal opinion.
Number 2.
The fact that you can win prizes while also playing Beta Showdown is not that bad. You can get keys, you can get fusions, you can get gold, cash, all that good stuff. Top 1000 players get the Drago Viola, of course. So if you're in the top 1000, you're gonna get yourself a nice little purple and pink Zonda from the exclusive release that Natural Motion did. I believe that's a real good look for Natural Motion. If I had to say anything myself, I believe they should add more cars specifically for Beta Showdowns, add more competitiveness to these events. More people want to play them, more people are going to want to win them. Might generate more revenue for the game, more people might want to try to max their cars out, get some tunes. I also say add some brackets to the racing Showdown. That would also be dope. Just change it up every time you do Showdown as well. The prizes are not that bad. I think I've got already over 1,000 bronze keys from the races that I did do, and maybe like 300 gold, so that's not bad. Free is free. I think I also got quite a little bit of cash, maybe 1 million cash or more. I say it's a good look. Keep doing top 1,000 prizes for cars out of all the players. That's not bad at all. So that's another pro, in my opinion, about Beta Showdown, and that's what strives me to play it a little bit more when I have the time to. Your boy's a modder, so I don't really get much time to do anything, but that's just my personal opinion on that matter.
Number 3.
Third and last reason for the pros. It's incredibly fun. If you guys remember the beginning of my channel, I used to play Racing Rivals a lot. Racing Rivals was my night and day. Now, the Showdown gives me a little bit of feel of old Showdown, except for a few different things. You can't pick and choose your opponents in CSR2's version of Showdowns. But what's similar is that there's prizes and that you can race a lot. And I think that's pretty fun. It reminds me a lot of Racing Rivals back in the day. I was addicted to Racing Rivals. And also, it also gives its own style of Showdown. I think that it's also really fun is because I can race as much as I want with all the gold that I have. I'm instantly matchmake with other people. I don't have to wait. I don't have to get refused a race. I just go to the next one, and then I automatically find a person. It only takes no less than 10 seconds, 20 seconds at the most. So I believe that's really fun about Showdown. It's It's just I don't get bored with it. I can change my vehicle, since it's on the only, it's limited. But if you let us get a tier 5 showdown, I can just start using all the crazy tier 5s I have, all the different tunes. If it gets harder, I can just elevate, use a faster car. But anyways, that's it with the pros. Now let's get on to my cons about Beta Showdown.
Number 1.
The first con I have to talk about is the matchmaking. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be listening to this video and you'll be like,
Well, but Asho, I thought the matchmaking was pretty good. You just listed it in the pros, man.
but there is one thing about the matchmaking. It's quite inconsistent so far of what I've seen, man. Like, I'm using a Max Zonda Revolution. As you guys can see in the video of me recording it, it's also sped up. Some of the cars I'm matchmaking against when they're actual players, their car is extremely slow and I'm over here burning them. I guess maybe because I'm a late bloomer now doing Showdown because I was quite busy, I didn't have time to start on it. That's probably a shitty aspect I'd say about the Showdown. And also off stream or off the recording where I didn't record, there was times where I'd use just like a slower regular Huayra and get matched against Revolutions and get destroyed, absolutely obliterated. It's just like, how is that fair? It seems like the higher you get, the more you're just gonna start seeing nothing but Revolutions, probably even HP Barchettas and BCs and all that, and then you keep on rising and rising. Oh, you have a Huayra, you're not gonna have a fighting chance because Huayra is a pretty slow Zonda. I think it's the slowest Zonda out of all of them. It's my personal opinion. So that's why matchmaking is also a con.
Number 2.
Now, this point I'm about to make might sound a little bit contradictory as I am also a modder, but my second con is max cars slash modder slash pay to win. Now, the problem here with this is that when there's max events for this Beta Showdown, you already know who's gonna win. The people that pay to win, the people that mod, the people that pay modders to get max cars, so on and so forth. Like I said, this is gonna sound contradictory to me because I am a modder, but I'm looking at both sides of the spectrum here, so that's also gonna be a major con. Because if I was to go on my legit account, start racing with my free little Huayra from the event, I start going in and in, start making points. Eventually, I'm just gonna be matched with nothing but HP Barchettas, Zonda Revolutions, pay to win stuff like that, like the new BC Roadster, so on and so forth. That's gonna be very annoying, very frustrating. So basically, I feel like it needs a little bit more balance. That's why I also suggested maybe do different brackets. Not every single player in the world does that one event and only 1,000 of all those players in the worldwide win the Drago Viola. Do different brackets, do something that involves tuning, because basically with this Showdown event right now that's going on, it's basically the max cars are gonna win. The best max car, matter of fact, is gonna win, that being the pay to win. It's on the Revolution. I say it's pay to win. It was a prize, but you had to pay for cars to even get that Revolution. So that car is also pay to win in my book, of course. So yeah, I believe that's a major con. Please add some brackets. Don't, at least different Showdowns do different things like brackets. That would be a good idea, because if it's just gonna be like, oh, tier this, tier that, forwards, it's not gonna be that good. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna revolve nothing around tier 5s. Like, dude, just like the first one. I actually like the first one, the tier 1. Even though a lot of people were complaining about that, the tier 1 was quite fair. Like, most people can max the tier 1, no problem. So that's my number 2 con, and we'll go to my last and final con shortly.
Number 3.
Now, my last little mini gripe about the Beta Showdown, which is not really too bad, is the prizes. I'm not talking about like the top 1 through 5,000. I'm talking about like everything under 5,000, like the 5,001 brackets. I feel like it's not enough. Give them a little bit more. Come on, there's so much people on this game. There's like, as you can see, like the upper bottom is like, I think it was like 233,000. So a lot of people still play this game. You guys could bump the prizes a little bit better. Like I think it's 75,000, 25,000, 50 gold, 20 gold. I would say just double those prizes by a little bit, and then double the 5,000 to make it more fair. It's just a little bit. I think the top 1,000 prizes are good, but I think like the prizes that below and under are not that good in my opinion. Doesn't give you enough for the efforts. That's all I have to say about Beta Showdown. My main stance on Showdown is it's a step in the right direction. I've liked it since I played the beta, and now I got a little bit more time to make this kind of video. Be honest about it. Show the good sides and a little bit of the bad sides. The bad sides are not too bad, besides the first point I made about modders pay to win. Just make some bracket events. Don't always make it like, oh, it's just max and this car maxed, Ford max, Zondas only, whatever tune max, basically, because that's gonna get old, repetitive, and the same people are always gonna win this. Well, at least the same people that are veterans, modders, pay to win players, so on and so forth. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my take on Beta Showdown. Probably also my longest video, because you guys know I don't like to talk too much, make long videos, but you know, gotta try something new, gotta switch it up for a little bit. I'm gonna talk a little bit more in my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been your boy Asho Speed, and I'm out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.